Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And 7.
Now Sanders. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Sanders, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he stopped immediately there. But you're calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Breida. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
To number 84.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than 1 man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 24. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
On 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Jalen.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Sanders again.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Brings up 3rd and...
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
42-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This will be play number 9 in the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st down.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run with Breda. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
On down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And now he's good. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Room here to run. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down, so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll go again with Sanders. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
The 34-yard line.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Intended for Matt.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
41-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 43-yard line.
Another run here with Sanders. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 43 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14.
On 2nd and 12. Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? From the gun, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
1st down, Seattle.
Here's Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The 17-yard line.
They run again with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
Number 16.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot for Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah.